So for the past for the past probably week or so, 2 weeks, we've been hearing about passport bros, passport bros, passport bros. But it's funny as shit that I agree with it now, right? That you can't post your shit online. But for some reason, it seems like women can do what the fuck they want to do and nobody says nothing, right? Women can trick, they don't get called tricks. Women can pay for sex, they don't get called out for paying for sex. Women could go all over the world and travel for sex and nobody calls them a sex tourist. And you don't see the same people who make videos against black men talk about that. I was in a group, it's called Passport Bros. Some guy in the group is posting shit about dumb shit, right? And then started talking shit about black men traveling, right? I will admit that certain dudes wasn't supposed to travel. The Austin Hollamans, the Floyds, all these other guys, they made it a bad name. But I would never try to take away somebody's ability to travel and do whatever they want. They want to go overseas for some cheeks, go overseas for some cheeks. You want to go overseas for marriage, you go overseas for marriage. If you want to go overseas for something else, you go overseas for something else. But for some reason, we're going to show you examples. Shout out to Skylar for proving his point. He did most of the legwork. I didn't do this on my own because I don't like TikTok like that. And I definitely don't want to try to find. We don't have a list of all the women traveling and nobody's making posts about them. So I'm going to show you a woman who's in Brazil basically promoting that she's just going to fuck all the men in Brazil and nobody's going against her. But except the Brazilian people, they're clowning her and they making fun of her. Let's show it. So this girl right here, she's not being called out for sex tourism. Stephanie Regalo is not going in there. Haven't you noticed? And somebody said this in the inbox or something on there. I forgot which it was. I think it was on Twitter. Somebody asked me why they going after men, but they don't go after the women. And I said, they might want more white people to come to Brazil to do sex tourism than black men because black men are not valued, right? Or it must be enough black men who didn't come over there and they just played too many games or whatever. Or they wanted to whitewash their country. They wanted to whitewash. I still love Brazil. But I actually I knew about the Brazil for a very long time about them being whitewashed. But it also about some of these dudes ruining our reputation, right? So now they don't care if women go over there and use their men. Mind you, the women don't give a shit about the men being taken. And I told y'all this, the narrative about how Brazilian men somehow care and protect their women. When I told you that mostly Brazilian men are very abusive and even take their women out. They're abusive. So let's see. Skylar exposed this girl in Brazil. Now, let's see the comments. Now look. A white woman goes to Brazil and do the same thing a black man does, and she gets praised.
I've found it. What makes the drinks here so good? This. Licacha?
Licachaça.
This stuff, it's so sugary, it's so sweet. This is what gets you so... From the...
Now, let's see the comments. Let's see if they're angry about a white woman, Australian woman going into Brazil, taking advantage of their poor men. Mind you, she is paying these guys off. They're not fucking for free. She not fucking for free. She paying them off. Some she giving it, but some she paying them off so she don't get robbed. No offense, but did you ever open up Brazilian wiki and look up your trip here? I think playing dumb more views. Now I said white women. Let me tell you this right now about white men and white. Let me tell you this about white men and white women. It's let me tell you the percentage of white men and white women who are on black men's side when they see a lot of people in the passport, a lot of these anti-passport motherfuckers saying stuff, right? We already know a whole bunch of people in races. So my percentage on how many people are agreeing with passport bro men, white men, about at least 48%. You know how I know? Because a lot of the white dudes do shit that passport bros get villainated for. But a lot of the white women also do the same shit. And they say, okay, let me see if they're going to make a video about me. And part of the course, the same people who were making videos about passport bros being pedophiles and how it's over for passport bros, immediately, nobody cares. It's funny that Colombia could stop a whole bunch of guys, right, from going in their country and sex tourism, but they don't do it for the women. Isn't that funny? Now look at this. Now, mind you, they're not calling her a sex tourist. They're not saying anything about it right here under the comment section. But if this was a black dude, they'd be saying all types of shit. But let's continue. Leave Brazil soon, please. Please back. So this guy is racist right here. This dude is racist in general. He's real racist. And he's one of the guys that so
Beach and your name? Nombre? Your name?
My name's Ehiki.
Ehiki came and chatted to me.
Hi.
I don't know what they're putting in the water. You're from Rio?
now, here we go. How many videos are you going to make fetishizing Brazilian men? Please learn how to behave when you request somebody in there. Brazil is not your playground. And look, it's embarrassing. At least you said it. Tons of women travel and do this and nobody call them out. They bash me and say you can't get women like her. She traveled the world and do the same thing. Men put her down or whatever. I forgot. I was typing super fast. I don't agree with her, but that's what got not behaving in somebody's country. This is crazy. She doing trader for Brazil, taking all the 1s and 6. I'm for real. You're 100%. This girl is so thirsty and disgusting. She's about a 4 in Brazil too. I have in what's it called Motherland a year. Let's be real, she's a 2. I want to see this girl at Carnival. They put the train meme. Girl, we don't speak Spanish, but Portuguese. Enjoy the Brazilian sauce. Be careful not to be too friendly. Don't forget protection. Every guy on here worried about a girl's cooch. Brazilians like to fuck inside and leak after. That's what's it called. I'm laughing so hard. You're the type. It's totally the type of men like the most Brazilian women won't like. Wow, look. We found the equivalent of we found the equivalent of America. Didn't I tell you guys that in order for us to solve the dating problem, we have to do mismatch? Is because a lot of women are so used to talking down to their own group of men that you need to get the men that they don't like away from them so they can actually test whatever they say on other men to another culture and see if they do that in another culture. So you have a Brazilian woman saying this exactly because she don't live here and just hope she keeps 6. American white girls do anything. Okay, whatever. This is why I live in Brazil. Half Brazilian daughter. Passport, sis. Be safe. They're not safe at all. She got ran through by so many guys. I prefer not to even imagine behind closed doors. Speaking of a girl trying to speak Spanish and English, this girl, Australian has no form of education speaking Spanish. Fatherless behavior. I'm Brazilian. Saying with love, be careful. Friendly is not the same as good. There are good men in Brazil, but they also a lot of bad ones, as in the world. You see the women, they encouraging her not to mess with a whole bunch of men in the favelas, right? When black men go to their, the American people, the American women, and the fucking weird ass niggas who try to tell us what to do with our dicks, they will tell us that we taking advantage and we doing this and we doing that, but the people there don't give a fuck.
And I have never seen so many good looking men in my life. They have like the bleach blonde hair and then like the tan skin, and they have tattoos like all over their necks, hands, everything. Like they look like the absolute man that would destroy you, but also like that is my type. And they're all here in Brazil. Like just everyone here looks unreal, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like Italy, see you later, but Brazil is another level.
So now you see why these anti-passport bros made the channel. They made room for the women to go overseas, but guess what? We have to be stuck here and be stuck here being told what to do, who to date. Mind you, you know, the super slide videos, the fake nerdy girls, the fat overweight women, the single moms, the women with AIDS. We get the bottom of the barrel, and I'm gonna make that video after this, I think. But look what they're saying. Seeing your daughter like this, how does it feel? Blah blah blah. Ha, you could take all of them. We don't care. Ha 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 ha, sis. We don't care. Take them all. Of course, you won't stand a chance. That's why she get married this badly. Boyfriend is super hairy. Girl, no. You're going to get robbed. As you see, a lot of these women, well, based off the metrics of her site that's going on her thing, a lot of Brazilian women don't like Brazilian men like that. Right? Some of the guys from favelas and all this other stuff. So it's kind of weird to hear feminists open their mouth. Mind you, Stephanie Vergolo. Let's check her out. Well, no. I'm gonna continue doing this, and we're gonna check Stephanie out. What do you think of your men? Great example. Wow. Yo, this resembles women in America, but the difference between Brazilian women and American women, Brazilian women are not making videos. Most women in other countries would not make videos going against their men that they don't like going overseas. Eh, I'm exposing it right here. Most women would not give a shit if their men that they don't give sex to and don't like will go overseas. They won't call them sex tourists. They won't say that they're taking advantage. It's something mentally wrong with these bitches over here and the fucking men over here is they really think they own our dicks. They think they own our wallets. They think they own our attention. And every single time they talk, it's always at you at a disadvantage based off what they're talking out their mouth. If you're talking to a person and they always put you at a disadvantage, it means they don't respect you, they don't like you, and they don't think nothing of you. They think you less than. If they always put you at a disadvantage. Take them all. What's wrong with them? Run. Toxic jealous. Run from them. Look at this shit. Look at this. They call them faludos. Comparing kids with stolen mobile phones. I'm I think I'm gonna make a video about the mismatch theory. In order to solve the world's problems and the dating and the culture thing, we just need the mismatch. A lot of these women hate their own men, but for some reason, that's the reason why a lot of so-called rejects come over there and they like them, and they find wives, and girlfriends, and a bunch of women that they can do rotation with. a Brazilian dude who looked like he in a gang. What is your problem? That's exactly the worst stereotype in Rio. They will definitely rob you. Brazilian women are bothered. A beautiful foreigner thinks Brazilians are beautiful. Oh, here we go. Here go the gender war that I thought that only incels go on. Oh, I thought incels go in. I thought incels are going in. Look, here we go. There we go. Here we go. The bottom deep. Oh shit, they're going back and forth. It would be a favor in the world to have your thoughts going into blah blah blah. A gringa is drunk. It wouldn't it be better for all Brazilian women to go there? We don't like you. You don't like us. For free. Would you stay in a more developed countries? It's a lot of Europeans going crazy. If you don't want anything to do with us, it's another story. Europeans and Christians does not marry a Brazilian woman. Brazilian hate themselves. I'm impressed. Brazilian women are the easiest in the world, so there's nothing such thing. Oh shit. The gender war in the comment sections, I told y'all. It ain't, the gender war is not just America. When this dumb chick called JTT, whatever her fucking name is, she talking about the red pill is dead. Motherfucker, the red pill is in Russia, Japan, Brazil, all these different countries. The red pill is everywhere. You're not doing shit making them fucking videos because you can't speak the language, you don't know the music. And look at these comment sections. Mind you, I've been to multiple sites. I know that they don't really like each other like that. Boiling points of the shop is the weakest, were the worst in the world. The most is gringos dying because of their boiler shops in America. Other than they want you already, give up on life, man. Not just Brazilian, gringos. Your mother is easy. Ooh. This gringa still don't know the city alert. This gringa. Geez, your standards is not very good. Sex tourism standards are high indeed. Wow, somebody called it a sex tourist. Good job calling it sex. We was told only black men do it. Only women who don't know Brazilian men will love Brazilian men. Oh, I have to agree with you. Because Turkish men like you are better. Tell me a joke. The two of us are not sorry. After they've been through a lot of Creole, the order, it's okay. You took all the Brazilian sloppy seconds. You're a champ. They throw up. These girls grow up getting tag team, head stomped, spit on, punched by U.S. mates, by the team. She begging to get robbed. Watch out your phone and purse. I went to Rio and in 2 weeks didn't see a single good-looking person. Wow. I must have attracted only the ugly ones. I only attracted because I was watching, blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot of hot ones. Honestly, beauty is destructive for a person. Yes, thank you. I probably best that I see any attractive people in 2 weeks. I was there. I can't afford long-distance relationships. Oh, my God. Exactly, you're in Brazil. You better not walk around holding your phone like that. Go to El Salvador, they will steal your heart. Okay, these things are circling again. Let's see. The Brazilian men love it.
Brazil, and I don't know how a country can collectively have this many good-looking men.
So, the funny thing about this is that you got the women in the comment section warning her. You got the men in the comments loving it, right? So white is right. White is right. Now we see why they're going at the passport bros. Oh yeah, that's why. They don't have solution for black men. They want us to stay here and be bored and be stint here and then go to these piece of shit negative fucking singles event with these ugly fat bras or these entitled women. Yeah, that's great. As a Brazilian, I wish I had your type of men in Brazil. What's your type? I'm curious. Let's see her. She look high standards. She got the glasses on. She at the beach. I was dating a Brazilian and never date another guy other than them. Literally beautiful. We love gringas. Come to Brazil. Come here, ladies. You'll be welcome and
Battery level is
treated
60%.
like queens. Good looking men. Have you seen the women? Just skip the tourist spots and drive in the suburbs and the metro. You'll see real faces of Brazilian people. She got by the Beach Boys without money and thinks all Brazilian drills is what's it called, blah, blah, blah. I'm gringos. Look at the men. The men are throwing themselves at a white woman, a below average white girl that is a gym girl. This is absolutely funny. But at the same time, you'll see some men who would throw themselves at an American woman, especially a white woman. They don't do this for the black chicks. I'm gonna tell you right now. But they would try to make up something about Brazil. You making our country look bad. Brazil is full of diversity and blah blah blah. Trying to slave breeding for the generation, trying to white their generation. Read the book Most Countries Mixed on Earth. Good looking men in Brazil, you're dreaming. No way. They be the ones have European backgrounds. Same thing with women. Unfortunately, it's true, but with men that are very short, for women, the mix is better. Okay, she's saying women are better. How's this girl? How does this girl look like? Oh, I've never seen her. Can't see her. Okay, we got this.
Or one of the most fittest guys ever, and I like looked at him and I was just like in shock. Then I like looked back and he was like looking at me, and then I looked back again and he was looking at me. I was like, you know what? I'm on a solo trip in Brazil and some of the best looking people here. I am gonna walk back and got his Instagram. So love that for me. Speak no Portuguese, but that's okay. We're walking to Fort something.
Okay, here we go. Finally, we got a thing right here. Stop objectifying men and fetishizing foreigners for your content, you absolute weirdo. Oh.
I just saw one of the most fittest guys ever, and I like looked at him and I was just like in shock. Then I like looked back and he was like looking at me, and then I looked back again and he was looking at me. I was like, you know what? I'm on a solo trip in Brazil.
Okay, here we go.
I like it in the city when two worlds collide.
Nobody cared. Don't show this narcissist on my feed again. She popping on the feed, making you emotional. Hepatitis C. Luz! Yo, look at this shit, man. And they making fun of her. She only posts videos like this to get likes, which is dangerous because other girls see them and think it's not dangerous. Even normal Brazilian women will never go out alone with a black Brazilian man. Oh, here you go. The racist dude. The racist guy. This guy right here. The Australian dude who is racist. I found his. This girl is clearly on the risk she's taking advantage of her nationality. These girls are today are obvious reality. I'm for real. I have heard so many horror stories of tourist girls in Brazil. Will let you know anything. OnlyFans soon. Trent. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at this shit, man. But they don't got the vitriol for her. They're not making videos calling her sex tourist, right? They're not calling her sex tourist. They're not calling her sex tourist, are they?
Give you guys a debrief on yesterday. I went for dinner and then I met with some Brazilian guys and they took me to Pedro de Sal, and oh my gosh, that place was so interesting. It was like a huge street party and they had like malls, like stalls making cocktails, like 50 different ones, and the drinks are so strong. I had one Caprihino at a beach bar, and then we went to Pedro de Sol. I think I had 2 drinks, and I was like so drunk. And then we like went into the bit where it's super busy and it's got like a hill, and I was like, I want to go in there, and the guy I was with was like, no, that's like entering the favelas a bit, and that's where like prime phone stealing happens. Like a lot of kids will like bump you and get your phone stolen. So I was like, okay, never mind. But still, it was so much fun. But
go, Kylie, go.
So we got that out the way. This the girl that nobody is making videos about. They're not calling her a sex tourist. And she did it to basically troll the fuck out of the people who making videos about passport bros. Mind you, she pretty much kind of got these dudes out the way. Mind you, your girl Stephanie Vergara, right? The feminist who worked with Tanya TKO and got paid off. Now, mind you, she's in America with an American man and dumped her black Brazilian boyfriend. Now, mind you, the people who used to support her like that, they're gone. They're not really fucking with her like that. Only a few people in there. I saw her comment full of people. She traded her black Brazilian for a light-skinned guy with dreads. Now, that's the funny part about this whole thing, is that she left Brazil.
In casa, we are going to gift people with the coolest game in the world, which is Secret Santa. People who were part of our year with that caring touch. My secret friend, she loves gastronomy. She studied in France and...
Now, as you see, back when she was talking shit about passport bro, she barely can speak English. But when she decided to get an English boyfriend and betray her actual ex-husband, well, now she speaks perfect English.
In Casa Riachuelo's secret retrospective, we are going to gift people.
Oh, my bad. That's a translator.
To get dressed because I can't find anything. Yo, to get dressed because I can't find anything.
Look at her. She all over this guy. She all over this guy. She's happy she's with an American man. She happy she got herself an American man. The same feminist that went after passport bros when Austin Holloman did what he did. Mind you, she left the Brazilian guy in order to get with an American guy. So how many of you think that these women who are so appalled at passport bros going overseas, I bet you all of these women will get wifed up by a bunch of black men if they wanted it. And they'd be like, fuck you, and they'll toss these motherfucking people out the way. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Good fucking more sweatshirts. So you've heard about Brazil's kissing culture, right? It's amazing. If you haven't, let me tell you about it, girlies. This is why you want to come here. And hi, I'm Maria. I travel a lot. I'm solo female traveling here until New Year's. So if you're also coming for New Year's, let's hang. But okay, I'm sure you've heard of Pedro del Sal. If you haven't, it's a street party with a bunch of live music, and every Monday it's really lit. I loved whenever I went there, but it really is like famous for one particular thing, and that is the fact that everybody is just like making out with each other. And I can say, yes, that is true. Basically, you just lock eyes with the boy, and then if you both kind of give that vibe, you just start kissing. And then it's like a, hey, okay, like, what's your Instagram? And then you like, I don't know, you just follow each other Instagram after that. That's kind of just how it is. You can see them again if you want to, but like, you know, you don't have any real, it's not necessary to go home with them. Like, everybody's just like, hey, like, we're just here to kiss, and that's fine. I made out with 4 different people when I was in Pedro del Sal, like, without even trying. Like, I could have done more, but like, you know, I have some standards. Brazil is just such an open culture. It's really nice. Like, a lot of Latin America is like that. Like, I've really recognized the value in being in Latin America because of kissing, and I love kissing, but I'm not used to it because back home, like, people don't really just like do that unless you're trying to hook up with them and go home with them, it seems. But here it's just kind of like a friendly hello, more so. So yeah, if you just want to make out with some people, some hot dudes, come to Brazil and go on Mondays to Pedro del Sal. You can thank me later. Or come with me and my friend Bruna. We're going to host some retreats and have some fun in Rio and on Ilha Grande in...
Now, where's the outrage? She's telling American women to go around kissing random ass niggas. Now, mind you, if they get something, some of these guys, I mean, some Brazilian, they have better teeth hygiene than a lot of Americans. So, but that don't mean that they don't have no diseases, right? So now, she promoting women to go to Brazil just to kiss. But I don't see the outrage at all. Isn't it funny that after everybody said that Passport Bros was over, a lot of these white women started showing up, going to Brazil now? It's kind of like they got the niggas out the way, which that's not true, because there's a lot of black men still in Brazil. They just put their channels, they just like, nah, we not gonna post no more. But there's a lot of black men in Brazil that just not posting anything. The hell?
July with my tour company, Wild World Tours. So if you want to come too, that'll be the time. Promise we're going to have a lot of fun. So you've heard about Brazil's kissing culture, right? It's amazing. If you haven't, let me tell you about it, girlies. This is why you want to come here. And hi, I'm Maria. I travel a lot. I'm solo female traveling here until New Year's. So if you're also coming for New Year's, let's hang. But okay, I'm sure you've heard of Pedro del Sal. If you haven't, it's a street party with a bunch of live music, and every Monday it's really lit. I loved whenever I went there, but it really is like famous for one particular thing, and that is the fact that everybody is just like making out with each other. And I can say, yes, that is true. Basically, you just lock eyes with the boy, and then if you both kind of give that vibe, you just start kissing. And then it's like a... Last day in Brazil. What a fun way to spend it. I've just decided to book this bed at the airport in Sao Paulo because I literally got in from...
So, let's go over here. Let's go back. Let's go here. Now, let's see Skylar's video on her and what he says about them in Brazil. Let's go.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling with your symptoms? It's not too soon to talk to your doctor about
Sex tourism is running rampant in Brazil. All right? I'm going to get vulnerable in this video, and we're just going to talk about it, and I'm going to show you guys some examples because it's getting out of control. All right? But before I do that, as you guys already know, subscribe to Phantasm. We had a record-breaking sign up last month. I did a 3-hour Q&A as well, live stream. So definitely check that out. Link is in the description box. Now we're going to get to this sex tourism, okay? Because a lot of people are like, Skylar, you're a sex tourist in Brazil. Well, I have some receipts here, and this is actually going to be a 2-part series, okay? We're going to play this video here. We got a couple videos, and you guys tell me what you think about this sex tourism running rampant. Let's play the video.
Hello, guys, update. I came back and we just spent half an hour on the beach going Google Translate back and forth. And he's a local from Rio, so he's going to show me his country, his city, and I'm so excited. It's Lua. Lua, guapo. Okay, guys,
so
update.
now people are like, well, she's just on the beach and she just met a local. She just on the beach and she just met a local, Sky. Well, if you, as a black man, if you go to Brazil and you create a video like this and you meet a local girl and you talk about how she gonna show you around and you ha and kikiing on the damn internet, you're gonna be labeled a sex tourist. Off rip. Even so, if you look at this tweet, This tweet, let me back it up, because I found this on the internet. This tweet is not from an American. This is from a Brazilian. The Brazilian men are realizing this is hypocrisy. He says when it's a woman doing sex tourism, the whining disappears, right? KKK, which means laughing out loud. So the Brazilian men are base as hell. They say, look, if this was the other way around, we would see everybody crying and complaining about sex tourism and how these women are being taken advantage of. But an argument could be made that this dude from the favelas, he's getting taken advantage of. He's showing her around. He's trying to immerse her. He ain't getting paid. Ain't nothing happening. She's using his likeness on the internet, profiting. This video has gotten millions of views. He ain't saw a dime. So who is exploiting who? You guys tell me. Am I crazy or am I not crazy? Because this is sex tourism and we got to call this out. Now, let's go to her Instagram, because she is, to be fair and balanced, this is a all-day foldable from Australia. She is a baddie, okay? She can get folded up like there's no tomorrow. She got a little ass on her. So we can logically conclude that dude from the favelas tore that up. He smacked that down, okay?
Now, I don't know about his taste in women, but she pretty masculine.
He tore it down. And she came to Brazil to get what she got, okay? So you guys can see her blog. She's in the gym. She's working out. She's loving Brazil, by the way. She got a couple of videos that's gone viral, okay? But let's move on to another exhibit here, okay? The same woman says, let me zoom in on that, okay? so you brothers can see this sex tourism that's going on here. Look at the caption. I think I want a Brazilian boyfriend. So I'm in Brazil and I have never seen so many good looking men in my life. We're going to play the video in a second, but just think about that. Now, if I go on the internet, or if you go on the internet and you say, hey man, I think I want a Brazilian girlfriend. So I'm walking around Brazil and I'm seeing all of these beautiful women. If I do that, or if you do that, or if Don Banks do that, or if any of these other ninjas do that, you will be labeled a sex tourist. But it's okay for this white woman to go here and get all of these hundreds of thousands of views, and there's no smoke, there's no brigade, there's no Stephanie Ribeiro, there's none of these motherfuckers running around because she's white, and it's okay. Let's play the video.
Never seen so many good-looking men in my life.
I've never seen so many good-looking men in my life. Okay? But like I said, I can't say that. I can't go to Brazil and say that.
They have like the bleach blonde hair and then like the tan skin, and they have tattoos like all over their necks, hands, everything. Like they look like the absolute man that would destroy you, but also like that is my type. And they're all here in Brazil. Like just everyone here looks unreal.
It's unreal. She's walking around and her nana is wet the whole time. She's in paradise. She's having a euphoric reaction. She got a thrill up her leg because she's seeing all of these attractive people. 300,000 views, 400,000 views, 5 million views. She's just raking in the views and probably getting AdSense off of it too, and deals and endorsement deals and all this type of stuff. Exploiting these poor Brazilian men. Imagine that.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like Italy, see you later. But Brazil is another level.
Brazil is on another level. It's on another level. Let the white woman say it. Everybody's going to show up. Everybody's going to be celebrating, ha-ha, and kiki, and it's like there's no tomorrow. But when a boss player like myself goes there, then it's a problem. Okay? And you guys know I'm at my mama's house too, by the way. And mama's cooking grits right now, so I can't be yelling and screaming like I normally do. Grits and bacon, okay? And yeah, I'm living at mama's house right now. I'm no longer in Brazil because I actually got a message from the feminists out there, and they said, hey, if you keep running your mouth, you're gonna get the Maduro treatment. So they said they'll come scoop me up out of here, the feminists. So I gotta be careful how I say this on the video, all right? Because I'm scared.
That letter showed me it was okay to dream big. The word is yours. This is about to be fire.
Okay. Your whole future is in front of you.
Things will never be the same.
Let's do it.
The word is yours.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm a former workers' compensation judge, and I used to represent insurance companies. Now I represent you at Krasno, and Onwudinjo. I'm going to be answering your common questions in this series, Ask the Judge. Degenerative disc disease.
All right, because I'm scared. Anyway, yeah, so what's up with this? How do you explain this, Mr. Black Man, Mr. Pro-Black, Mr. You got all these black men on the internet crying and complaining about what black men do with their DICK. Skylar, you're in Brazil. You're phoning up all these chicks, man. When you gonna get married? When you gonna settle down? Why you got sugar babies, man? Why you paying for it, man? Why you a sex tourist, Skylar? You this and you that. Worrying about what another man does with his DICK. Meanwhile, you have this baddie Australian chick literally getting folded up in Rio right now in real time. And I guarantee you she's letting these Brazilians skeet all up in the walls. Okay? Right in front of your face. And nobody says nothing. Okay? Nothing. And like I said, I have more videos, not just of her. Like I said, this is a series calling out the hypocrisy of the black man in Brazil. And that's it. Like I said, the Brazilians see right past this. Black men in the United States, they don't understand. They don't get it. What's going on over there? Because they're so sex deprived that they just get on the internet and they just look for stuff to get angry about. He's a sex tourist. He's exploiting the women over there. I mean, look at this. What's this? We know what her type is. Okay? She's in Brazil right now. She was at Pedro do Sal. This was 2 days ago. She loves the black Brazilian, working out, brown skin. She's in love right now. She said, F Italy. Hold on, y'all can't see his face. Hold on, I'm hiding his face. Okay, she said, F Italy, F Europe. A lot of these women, listen to me, dude. There is, after this whole influx, you've had an influx of people going to Rio because of New Year's. So New Year's, they had a New Year's celebration. The Guinness World Record has been broken of the most people celebrating New Year's at one time on the beach. I don't know how many millions of people were there. However, they had the drone show. They had a popular artist on the beach. Now everybody and their mama is eyeing Brazil in Rio for 2026. Okay? A lot of these people that are coming aren't men. They're women just like this who are looking to get their back blown out in a favela. They get turned on, you know what I'm saying, getting their back blown out in a favela because they didn't done everything else. They didn't done trains in Dubai. They didn't got shitted on. They have got flown out by an NBA player. They have done all of these different things already. And now they say, you know what? I want to get my back blown out in a favela with gunshots in the back. That's going to be on the to-do list for 2026. I'm trying to tell you guys, but y'all don't listen to me. Y'all be like, this nigga's crazy. When I'm just, I can show you, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it, okay? Just look at it. It's all right here. Now, if I run into her in Brazil, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame it. I don't blame it. You can just take a look at it right there. Lens blog. How many views? Look at the views. 2 million views on that video with that poor Brazilian guy. Does she have any other videos? She got a couple of them that done big, but this one just blew up. Okay, because everybody looking at the hypocrisy in the video. Now, what are the people saying in the video? Girl, let's be friends. I will help you be safe. That's Carolina. This is someone's future wife. Are you still alive? Yeah, he's going to show you more than his country. Personal safety is not the strong point. We got a Brazilian person here, and he would give out the wood. It's not an Amazon forest. So he going to give you the wood, but it ain't the Amazon forest. Okay. Comments didn't pass the vibe check. So as Brazilians say, never trust a karaoke. So basically, there's no, I'm going to report you to the police. I'm going to report you to the feminist brigade. This is exploitation of Brazilian men. Okay? We gets none of that. We gets none of that. Okay? Now, like I said,
So you've heard about
Brazil, because this is hypocrisy. Okay? We're going to play the video. Now, before I play the video, let me just be clear. This is an all-day foldable as well. She is very pretty, and she looks Brazilian as well. I thought she was Brazilian until she ran her mouth. So, actually, before we even play the video, let's look at her. Let's look how she looks, okay? So this is like a mixer. We call these a mixer, baby. Racially ambiguous. I got a couple of these on my squad. You know, you don't really know where she's mixed with, but they just get folded up. If you like this type of girl, by the way, you don't have to be in the United States. You see these every single day in Rio. Okay, this is an all day fold up. You know what I'm saying? A couch fold up. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no tomorrow, and just go to the max. But anyway, let's focus on what she has to say. Okay.
So you've heard about Brazil's kissing culture, right? It's amazing. If you haven't, let me tell you about it, girlies. This is why you want to come here. And
hold on. So now so let's be clear. She's already incriminated herself. Brazil has a kissing culture, girlie. So if you want to come to Brazil, this is why you want to come to Brazil, because they have a kissing culture. I'm literally on the phone right now with the police federal because she has just exposed herself, and we're going to report this to the FBI in Brazil because this is crazy. She just exposed it. Hey, if I say, hey guys, Brazil has a kissing culture. Hey, black men, Brazil has a kissing culture. You can go around and kiss on all these chicks on the beach. Be lip locking with all of them. Now, if I do that, if I say that, or if any other guys say that, if any male say that, they're going to try to push the launch an investigation on you. Okay? But she's out here on a video that has hundreds of thousands of views, 4,700 likes, battery level is 50%. Telling y'all, hey, a bunch of ninjas on the internet and a bunch of Americans saying that's assault. That's sexual assault, Skylar. No, because the Brazilian men, it's the opposite side of the spectrum. Yes, Brazilian women are beautiful, but
people, some hot.
She said, I promise you we're going to have a lot of fun. What type of fun do you think she's talking about?
So, there we go, right? Skylar pointing out the point that better than me looking for these people. He did most of the legwork. He found the two girls, and they did examples. Even guys in the comments, I had to, post for, notification engagement. It's funny the shit that they tell you to move in silence, but at the same time, they insult you all the time. And then, as I said in the comments, these are the same motherfuckers that said money don't make you unlame, but didn't tell you to go get a job or, tell you you're a loser and all this other shit. Then when you show you got more than they do, it said money don't make you unlame. See how many things they got, all these variable bullshit or insults every time that they try to, they always try to keep you down and insult you to keep you below them. They never think that you're higher them. Imagine you're a genius level person. They'll still find some way to insult you and put you below them, right? This is one of the reasons why I say that these people don't see you as a human being. They see you as a fucking slave. This is what it is. These people really see you as a slave. They don't want you to pick your own happiness. They want to pick it for you. That's it. Anton Daniels, the dude who making videos, he wants you to sit there and look at his videos and buy into his bullshit. That's why he talked about passport bros. If motherfuckers want to go overseas and pay for it, I say in a way you have to keep it secret because a lot of these countries are run by that. No matter I like it or not, I understand that Brazil is a very feminist country, but at the same time, those same feminist women will come over here with the opportunity. They let you slap cheeks. They pretend to be feminists with their friends over there, and then they'll get their husband, American husband, and get away from them girls. Every country a woman. There's dudes who tell me their stories, and they like, yo, feminism here, feminism there, and they get the woman. That girl threw them books away. They throw all that shit away. They like, no, I ain't messing this up. I messed it up here. I'm not messing it up. I'm messing it up with the men here. Oh, I'm not messing up with this guy. They know better. Right? But the women here, nobody's coming here to try to date the women here. Nobody here. You see a whole bunch of Korean guys, Indian guys, Chinese guys. They're not coming here by a long shot trying to date no American women here. And they definitely not going to be picking no black women here. What it's about and always been about is basically the sexual suppression of men and the liberation of women overall. Or basically converting every man into a slave. You're a slave, a date slave. You are a marriage slave, a man who provides slave. You get no breaks, and then you die early, and they take all your shit that you worked for.